cousin?
He's my father.
No, he isn't.
From the rough streets of New York to the shining skyline of Hollywood, Sylvester Stallone carved his legacy not overnight, but one film at a time. Every punch he threw, every line he delivered, carried both sweat and sacrifice. And with each story he brought to life, his paycheck, like his fame, began to When Rocky finally hit theaters in 1976, few could imagine it was born from a man's last shot at success. Stallone's entire future rested on this $1 million project, a film he refused to sell unless he starred. His faith paid off. With a paycheck of $2.5 million, he turned a small dream into a $225 million triumph. Rocky II arrived 3 years later, filmed with a modest $7 million budget, but a heart twice as big. Stallone, now directing, accepted just $75,000, a risk he took to protect his vision. The film's emotional power resonated deeply, pulling in $200.2 million, proof that integrity can outshine any paycheck. Before the cameras rolled on Rocky III, Stallone was already a superstar, yet his paycheck remained surprisingly grounded. For just $120,000, he wrote, directed, and performed in a film that cost $17 million to make. When audiences helped it reach $270 million, it wasn't the money that mattered, but the message: a fighter never stops evolving. In First Blood, released in 1982, Stallone stepped away from the boxing ring into the torn soul of a soldier. Paid $3.5 million, he carried John Rambo's pain with quiet intensity. The $15 million production struck an unexpected chord, earning $125.2 million, proving emotion could cut deeper than any bullet. When Rambo, First Blood, Part 2 exploded onto screens in 1985, Stallone's paycheck soared to $8 million, one of the highest in Hollywood at the time. Fueled by a $25.5 million budget, the sequel roared to $300.4 million in box office earnings, transforming Rambo from survivor to symbol. Later that same year came Rocky IV, a story of pride, power, and politics. Behind the camera and in the ring, Stallone commanded $12 million for his dual role. The $28 million production became a worldwide phenomenon, pulling in $300 million and proving that determination, like his earnings, had no ceiling. In the heat of the mid-80s came Cobra, a stylish crime thriller released in 1986. With a striking $25 million budget, Stallone shaped the role of a cop who lived by his own rules. His fearless performance earned him $12 million, while the movie raced to $160 million in box office glory. Two years later, Rambo III stormed into theaters, one of the most ambitious action films of its time. Shot across deserts and war zones with a massive $63 million budget, Stallone commanded $16 million for his role. The gamble paid off, earning $189 million, proving his name alone could move mountains. Then came Tango and Cash, pairing Stallone with Kurt Russell in 1989. Behind the chaos of its $54 million budget, Stallone earned $14 million and showcased rare humor alongside his signature toughness. Despite a turbulent shoot, the film grossed $120.4 million, becoming a late 80s cult favorite. In 1990, Rocky V brought the fighter back, older, wiser, and battle-worn. The film's $42 million budget reflected its grand ambition, while Stallone's $14.5 million paycheck confirmed his staying power. Though more emotional than commercial, it still reached $119.9 million worldwide. Comedy knocked on his door, next with Stop, or My Mum Will Shoot, released in 1992. Far from his action roots, Stallone took the leap for $15.4 million, embracing laughter over explosions. The $45 million project found moderate success, grossing $70.6 million and showed a lighter side of the action star. Then came The Mountains and The Fear, with Cliffhanger, released in 1993. Hanging from sheer cliffs and icy winds, Stallone earned $12 million for one of his most physical roles. The film's $70 million budget paid off spectacularly, soaring to $255 million in global revenue. That same year, the future arrived in Demolition Man. Set in a sanitized world and produced on a $57 million budget, the film paid Stallone $11 million to play a cop frozen in time. With its mix of satire and sci-fi action, it grossed $159.1 million, confirming his ability to adapt beyond muscle and might. When Passion Met Danger, The Specialist hit theaters in 1994. With Stallone and Sharon Stone sharing the spotlight, the film was produced for $45 million and exploded into a stylish mix of romance and revenge. Stallone's $14 million paycheck reflected his peak-era stardom as the movie grossed $170.4 million worldwide. A year later came Judge Dredd, a bold leap into sci-fi law and order. Released in 1995, the film carried a massive $90 million budget and showcased Stallone in a dystopian future. His $15.5 million salary stood tall, even as the film's box office reached $113.5 million, a testament to his enduring power. That same year, Assassins revealed a quieter yet sharper Stallone. Produced for $50 million, the thriller paired him with Antonio Banderas in a deadly game of wits. Stallone earned $15 million, and though the film's $83.3 million box office wasn't record-breaking, it reinforced his precision as a performer. Then came Daylight, a survival epic that lit up 1996. Filmed deep inside tunnels and water tanks with a staggering $80 million budget, Stallone risked body and spirit for authenticity. His $17.5 million paycheck mirrored the danger, while the film shone bright with $159.2 million in global returns. 2 years later, Stallone lent his voice instead of his fists in Ants. Released in 1998, the animated hit cost $42 million to produce and earned $172 million worldwide. Though his $3 million paycheck was modest, it marked a charming detour, proving even his voice carried star power. In 2003, he took a playful turn again in Spy Kids 3D Game Over. With $38 million spent on digital wizardry, Stallone earned $15 million to play multiple roles, from villain to visionary. The gamble worked. The movie scored $197 million, reminding audiences he could still surprise them. And then, the comeback no one expected, Rocky Balboa. Returning in 2006, Stallone wrote, directed, and lived the story of age and resilience. On a $24 million budget, he earned $13.5 million, and the film struck gold with $156.2 million. It wasn't just a return to the ring, it was a return to himself. After years away from the battlefield, Stallone returned to the fight in Rambo, released in 2008. The film, shot with a raw $50 million budget, captured brutal realism and emotional silence. His $15 million paycheck felt earned with every scar on screen, as the film gathered $113.2 million worldwide. Two years later, he rallied old comrades and new faces in The Expendables. With $80 million fueling explosions and camaraderie, Stallone earned $14 million for leading both the cast and the creative vision. The film roared to $274.5 million, celebrating the spirit of action's golden age. Then came The Expendables 2, louder, larger, and bolder. Released in 2012, the sequel expanded to a $100 million budget, and Stallone's $16 million paycheck reflected his command of the genre. The film conquered theaters with $315 million, uniting a generation of cinematic warriors. In 2013, Stallone traded bullets for bars in Escape Plan, sharing the screen with Arnold Schwarzenegger. For this tense $54 million production, he earned a striking $21 million, one of the highest salaries of his career. The film's clever twist and chemistry helped it reach $137.3 million globally. The following year brought The Expendables 3, a reunion of legends and rising stars. Stallone, now mentor and leader, received $15 million, while the $100 million project pushed action spectacle to its limits. Earning $214.7 million, it marked both an ending and a salute to brotherhood. And then, a softer return. Creed, released in 2015. On a modest $40 million budget, Stallone stepped back from the spotlight, earning $7 million as the aging mentor to a new generation. The film's heartfelt story punched through audiences, collecting $173.6 million and earning Stallone renewed respect from both fans and critics. In the cosmic adventure Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, Stallone stepped into the Marvel Universe in 2017, not for the money, but for the legacy. Despite a massive $200 million budget and an astounding $870 million box office, he chose to return his $3 million paycheck, showing respect to the craft more than the cash. Creed II came next, a reunion of strength and sentiment. Released in 2018, the film carried a $50 million budget and earned $214.1 million at the box office. Stallone, once again embodying Rocky with wisdom and weariness, received $10 million, a reminder that heart can be as valuable as muscle. Then came Rambo, Last Blood, a return to rage and redemption. Filmed in 2019 with a $50 million budget, Stallone poured decades of experience into the role. His $20 million paycheck reflected not just his stardom, but the weight of closing a chapter. The film earned $91.5 million, ending Rambo's saga with fire and farewell. In 2021, Stallone's unmistakable voice thundered again in The Suicide Squad. Lending life to King Shark in a wild $185 million production, he earned $3 million for a role both brief and iconic. The film made $168.7 million, but Stallone's growling humor left an unforgettable mark in modern pop culture. From humble beginnings to Hollywood glory, Stallone's journey shows how hard work truly pays off. Thanks for watching, friends. Which film surprised you the most with his paycheck? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories ahead.